Alright, I'm in Barcelona still, but I'm on my way to Andorra. Andorra itself is a small country that's sandwiched between France and Spain, and the only way to get in there is by bus or car. There's no train that goes in there, there's no airplane that goes in there. I believe I booked the proper ticket.
Sobre un cel tan blau, tocant la veu, inundar-ho tot sobre l'espai. Podem volar, creuant el cel enmig de l'oceà.
It's just gorgeous here. I mean, check that out. It's just beautiful. A lot of people come here to go on vacation and to come snowboarding and skiing up in the mountains. So the country of Andorra, from what I've read up on, is comprised of a few small, what they call parishes, which are like areas or micro-states or provinces or whatever you'd like to call them. So far, daily, what I've been doing is I've been kind of walking from my apartment downhill to this kind of main shopping area in the city center, and I kind of want to start. I kind of want to start trying to explore the other parishes of Andorra, but I've been finding it a bit difficult to discover how to get between the different parishes of Andorra. I'm assuming there's some sort of urban bus schedule, and maybe there are some like core main stops that I need to walk to, but looking at Google Maps, it's not immediately obvious. Tried looking up how to get between parishes on the web. That also wasn't very immediately obvious, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out how I'm gonna move further distances within Andorra. Okay, walking around a little bit, I think I found basically what looks like your typical bus stop right up here. Let's see what's going on here. La Trenca, L5, L6, L6B. I don't know, guys. Can you see? Is there any sort of "you are here" type deal? Right now I'm in this Andorra La Vella area, and I want to go up to and camp, because apparently there's some good restaurants there, and also maybe some good skiing. But I don't see any sort of "you are here" indicators on this map. This is the L5, L6 line, and I'm at La Trenca, so what if this is L5, L6? So I'm here? La Trenca? But it doesn't really obviously tell you how to get to other bus lines, alright? Unless if I want to go to and camp, I probably need to take this line L2, and I gotta find a stop that maybe intersects with L5, L6. You know what? I'm hungry. I'm gonna figure this out later. Figured out the bus situation, and now I'm in Ordino, and immediately, I mean, Ordino feels similar to the rest of Andorra, but it's different because there are a lot more rocky, cobblestone-esque deals going on. I mean, it's still kind of quiet and empty like the rest of Andorra, but it does feel a little bit more medieval or something. Just check this out. It's just this kind of cobblestone type area, and you walk on in. There's a little mini waterfall with a stream of water off to the side. I have to admit, just walking around Andorra is incredibly peaceful, quiet. I even want to talk a little bit more quiet because you just want to enjoy the sounds of nature, you know. Man, it's just really beautiful and sunny. As you can imagine, Andorra's up in the mountains. It's usually snowy, and it can get rather cold here. So interestingly enough, most of the places that I've been to seem to have this kind of little isolated fireplace cabinet thing here. Now, how it works is what's kind of interesting. Let me show you. So this is what this sort of fire cabinet thing looks like. Up on the top, you have this sort of little basket. So then when you remove that, inside there is this hatch with these kind of wooden pellets. So after you load it up a bit, you recover it up, and then there's this kind of auto power button that you can push and hold, and now it's kind of automatically do its own thing. But now if you take a look, those very same pellets that we loaded up at the top are now being dispersed into this little chamber here. So rather than kind of going through this gas-powered fire, you have this like little wood pellet-powered fire. I guess that's kind of a typical way that folks in Andorra try to keep warm. And I haven't really seen anything like this anywhere else in the world. But it's pretty neat. I really like it. This little compartmentalized fire generator guy is also acting as centralized heating. What happens is that the heat gets pushed up through here, and then we have these kind of little metal radiators right here. The heat generated by that thing is actually also being circulated through the house, and it's heating up the radiators as well. You just purchase these little wooden pellets, you start a fire, and then the warmth and heat generated from the fire gets circulated throughout the house. Okay, so I'm a little pressured today now. I need to get to France today because there's no buses available for me to take, and I found one blah car that will take me from Andorra to France, and then from France I can figure it out from there. So the difficulty is that my blah car leaves in 4 hours, and it takes me an hour to pack. Okay, and then I have to take a bus to another town over in Andorra, and the bus comes once every hour maybe, but it's the weekend schedule, so I don't know if it's coming less frequently or more frequently. So I need to wash down, pack up my stuff, find a bus that will take me, I gotta walk down. I have like 50 kilograms, 60 kilograms worth of weight on me that I gotta walk and carry down to the bus stop, load up the bus, go one town over, try to find the pickup point, the rendezvous point. The guy speaks French. He doesn't speak any English. He doesn't speak any Spanish. I've been using Google Translate to try to chat with him and communicate with him. He told me in French, meet at this ice rink, I think. I sent him a Google Maps link, and I'm like, is this the place? He hasn't responded. Please don't cancel on me, dude. So I've got to be out of here at ASAP, because I don't want to miss the bus, because the bus comes really rarely. The bus comes so rarely in Andorra that locals will often hitchhike. They'll go and they'll put out their thumb, and another local will come and pick them up and go their way, because the bus is coming only like once every hour or every other hour. So that's a big complication. It's a big uncertainty that I need to plan around. But I'm going to France today, I hope. Let's see how it works out. So, final impressions of Andorra. I'm in Andorra during its high season, apparently, for tourism to come in here. And even then, it's just a very quiet, peaceful country. Andorra itself, the economy is almost fully propped up by annual tourism and letting people in. The population of Andorra, I guess, more than doubles during the high season when people kind of flood in to prop up and support the travel and tourism industry. Now, folks in Andorra were nice, but I wouldn't say that they're, like, initially warm or upfront welcoming. You have to kind of put forth some effort to engage with folks. And, you know, I'm assuming, in particular, because Andorra is such, like, a heavily tourism-oriented country, you know, you're so used to people coming and going that, you know, maybe there is, like, less of a sense of community, or you get a lot of people coming here on vacation and expecting to be treated in a certain way. You know, you've worked hard, you have your break, you came to a country to relax, and sometimes in other parts of the world, that could be used as an excuse to kind of shit all over other folks in the unwinding process. So maybe my uninformed guess is that this is where kind of some of the lack of upfront warmth comes from. But if you're friendly and you're nice, pretty much anywhere that you go in the world, you will find that people are generally friendly and nice and receptive, and they'll talk to you and engage. So that's really nice. Now, Andorra moves kind of slow. It's kind of typical and average that a bus will come once every hour or hour and a half, and maybe you'll miss a bus on accident because you looked away or something. And so what I've seen happen is a lot of locals will actually hitchhike between towns. Like, they'll just stand at the bus stop and they'll plunk out the thumb and they'll wait. And I can understand it. I was personally waiting at a bus stop for about 45 minutes before the next bus that I was supposed to take came. It was a very long wait. A thing about Andorra as well that you have to consider is that most people here don't speak English. Most people don't even really speak much French. And even Spanish is The predominant official language here in Andorra is Catalan, which is, you know, originally comes from the Catalonian region in Spain. And so if you don't speak Spanish, you're going to have a hard time. And I can kind of get by on Spanish, so I was able to do okay. Another thing that really helped out is that Google Translate does have a translate feature from Catalan to English, which I used heavily, but it resulted in some ultra delicious food. So with that all said, unfortunately I gotta leave Andorra a day early, but it was lovely. Muchas gracias, tu ets molt bonica, Andorra, and until next time, peace.
Compàs latent i estructurat, tan arraigat al 4/4 justifica la cançó. Una amalgama, un calderó, una percussió per poder batre. L'avui és ple de gats ocults, fumigadors de ments humanes, sentinelles de l'orgull, que van de llança, ganarrant la vida errant i enamorada. Bordó vibrant, desafinat, tan destensat que espera encara alguna mà que el tibi fort. de sort i un bri d'amor, un tros de cor i una abraçada. Teixit social sol i ferit, tan abatut, tan acabat, tan corromput pel dit més gros. L'accés d'honor i ostenta l'or duen la mort de l'afeblit sense despit. Diuen que som la gent perfecta. Diuen que som, creuen que ho són, i així els hi va. No tenen son, han de fer peles. Dormen lligats a una pila de sacs d'or. Silenci mut que es va allargant i es va tensant cap a la coda sense cap aturador. I que badalla i que s'adorm i espera prendre un whisky amb soda. Recent parits van començar a girar tan ràpid com la roda sense temps per observar. Tanta bellesa al seu entorn, tanta riquesa tan malmesa al seu voltant. Diuen que som la gent perfecta. Creuen que ho som, i així els hi va.